Welcome to the Property Show. Today, we yet again look at the benefits of buying property off-plan. Commercial spaces changing Nairobi's skyline.
We did it very professionally. As you can see, it's very well finished and it's a landmark project for us.
A scoop from an expert on the trending topic around the riparian reserves.
Corruption is our biggest problem as a country, and not all developers are innocent. In fact, majority are not.
The accessory spot with locally made high-quality modern indoor and outdoor furniture. Twitter and Facebook are the easiest way to share your views and get this conversation going. Let's get started. As always, there is something for everyone. So, do you want flexible payment terms? Lock in your price early. A chance to pick the unit of your choice before anyone else? If your answer is yes, you just described buying property off-plan. Add this to equity growth for investors. We kick off with Cozy Haven, an upcoming development of 3-bedroom apartments in a prime location, serene environment, and more importantly, giving you the creative space to make it uniquely yours. Let's watch.
Cozy Haven is located along Kiambu Road in Thidigwa, 5 minutes from Ridgeways Mall and 600 meters from Kiambu Road. These apartments have close proximity to parks like Karura Forest, Paradise Lost, Evergreen Park, and Rock City. Hospitals in the vicinity include St. Teresa Hospital, Oasis Health Services, Aga Khan Hospital Ridgeways. Shopping facilities in close proximity include Chiata Mall and Kiambu Mall that also offer banking services. Cozy Haven Apartments is an upcoming executive development comprising of 20 3-bedroom spacious apartments with a plinth area of 125 square meters. Accommodation features include spacious lounge area, spacious dining area, kitchen area, and spacious pantry. Visitors cloakroom, 3 bedrooms all-en-suite with high-end ceramic floor tiles. Salient features include solar water heating systems, modern lifts with each of the 2 blocks, wide staircases to ease movements of furniture or emergency exits, DSTV infrastructure in all apartments, fiber optic internet access, ample parking space, both county and borehole water connection, automatic backup generator, CCTV cameras in all the common areas. The apartments are being sold off-plan at a highly discounted price with flexible payment plans.
Next, another off-plan project by Banda Homes, Maple Ridge Estate, with affordable prices in an ideal location to call home. Let's listen in.
Maple Ridge Estate is set perfectly on the slopey hillside with good weather and soil. This development consists of 3-bedroom, all-en-suite bungalows. They are designed with the modern-day utilities that perfectly fit your family's needs. The environment around the estate guarantees you a constant cool, wonderful breeze of fresh, natural air for you and your family. Accommodation features include large lounge area which provides enough space, dining room where the family can share meals and bond, American-style open-plan kitchen with pantry that's beneficial for extra storage in the kitchen, built-in wardrobes in the bedrooms where one can use as a storage facility, customizable interiors giving you a chance to change the house to your likings and what you feel suits you best, large windows for natural lighting and also a beautiful view over the area, and common cloakroom for the guests. Salient features include entry porch in the front of the house adding beauty to your home, garage or parking suitable for both you and your guests when they come over, children's play area, perimeter wall with electric fence, 24-hour man guard, borehole and cabro pavements.
Indeed, the future of getting onto the property ladder is getting easier with off-plan buying. Last week, we saw the launching of the latest architectural masterpiece, changing the Nairobi skyline. Let's see how this went down.
Anyone who has not been in Nairobi for the last 10 years will be pleasantly surprised at how the city has turned into a metropolis. Construction of these buildings is a sign that Kenya enjoys stable economy that gives confidence to investors.
As we are inaugurating this iconic building, an architectural masterpiece which has created its landmark in Nairobi's skyline. This masterpiece, which is neighbors' envy and owners' pride, gets yet another feather in its glorious cap, as it has the privilege of being inaugurated by none other than the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency.
Let me begin by saying how delighted I am to preside over this official inauguration of this very innovative and indeed a unique, eye-catching architectural masterpiece that has come to be called the Prism Towers. Indeed, as many of you are aware, as a government, we have taken various steps to enhance the physical infrastructure and indeed to improve the business environment, not only here in Nairobi, but in Kenya. And I am happy today to note that investors, both local and foreign, are taking advantage of the improved business environment to set up their facilities here, just like our friends have done with Prism Towers, in order to create wealth and employment for our people.
Upper Hill is currently taking credit for being known as a well-connected business district in Nairobi, with various prestigious commercial spaces coming up in the area. The location offers proximity to the city centre while still being within easy reach of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport.
Let's hear from the developers of this landmark. Karibu sana on the show. Let's talk about this landmark. How did you come to this location? How has the journey been? And what is in here for us?
It has been a very long journey for the past almost 4 years. We selected Upper Hill as a location for Prism Towers because it's a commercial hub. As you see that there are a lot of ongoing buildings, and this is almost like a commercial hub for Nairobi. and looking at the Gong Road, the access and all that, this becomes a very convenient place. It has of course been a very long journey and a very struggling one for us, and this is a landmark project for us, which has already been inaugurated by the President, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, on 9th August. And as you see, here is what we stand, and we are about to start the leasing process for all.
Who are you targeting as tenants in this building?
We are targeting all the top corporates, even the embassies, the business chambers, and all top companies, businessmen, professionals. Anybody is welcome here who is looking for a landmark place where he can just stand in any corner of Nairobi and just say, boss, my office is there.
For you to attract the tenant you're talking about, you must have very good amenities. Break them down for us.
Okay, for Prism Towers, we have got the best of the amenities. Let us start from the access control and the security control. We have got the best security systems in place. We have got, you can say, anybody coming to this floor, the reception floor, can't enter any offices unless he complies to the security control check from here, and then is given an access card where he can go and visit any office. Even when he completes his assignment and when he wants to go back, he has to complete all this security check, and then only he can actually exit the building.
So security is number one?
Is number one. Then of course, if you see, it's a green building, because now see, we are standing here, and even if I switch off all the lights, it will be like you can still work.
There's a lot of natural light.
There is a lot of natural light. That's how the Prism was designed, because of the glass facade, and there is ample of light coming inside. So people who will be coming here, any corporate, any offices which will be here, they are bound to have a very less consumption of electricity, and that will save a huge cost for them. Then talking about elevators, we have got the best high-speed elevators, and in a fraction of maybe 15-20 seconds you'll be on 30th floor. That's how high-speed the lifts are. Then you talk about the amenities, we have got a fantastic heated swimming pool here. We have got restaurant, we have got a cafeteria. Then of course there is the gym area. And of course there is a lounge area and all, which you can see. And talking about ample car parks, we have got the best available space here for car parks. We have also provided the car racks, which is one of the first in Kenya, where we can actually store 2 cars in one space. So that will accommodate all the people who will be coming here, including the visitors, and there won't be any problem about car parks. Of course, it's very safe because it has been used almost worldwide in all the developed countries, and many top malls and many places where you have got a tight parking situations. So this is used there. So it's, of course, it's very, very safe.
When do you expect tenants to move in?
As you see right now, Prism is completed. But yes, there are few things which are yet to be finished up. So we expect by September end, the building to be completely ready for occupancy. We have also got few tenants which we have locked down, and they will be now moving in post-October. So October is a deadline. October is a month where you can see that yes, now people can start moving.
Wow. When I look at this building, like every Kenyan, we are wowed. And to put up such a building, I am sure there are so many challenges you encountered along the way. Just give us a few and how you overcame those challenges.
Okay, the most important challenge was, the twisted floors which we are designing. And once when the foundation came up and the car park was done, we actually started the floors. So anybody visiting the site was actually worried and surprised and bewildered, like how come the floors are all twisted? They didn't know. Actually, Prism is something which we designed, like placing prism on each other. That's how the building is twisted. So first of all, it is a very impressive architecture landmark, and the way the architects have designed and planned this was mind-boggling. Even like we were not aware how it's going to come. But when it was twisted and visitors were coming, it was very difficult for us to explain. Yes, for us to explain. Now this is going to be twisted. All the floors you looked on, it's not straight. You see something else. But when the glass facade started, that's how it started taking shape. Of course, it was a challenging situation for glass facade workers also, because it is all in a different shape, different angles, every angle changes, and it was a big challenge, but we managed it and we did it very professionally. As you can see, it's very well finished, and it's a landmark project for us. The other challenge was basically can be of materials, because most of the materials what is used other than the cement and the sand is sourced from outside, because of the high quality finishings and the way we wanted to finish the project. So it was a challenge actually to liaise with the ports and the supplies abroad, outside the country, to give it in time. That is where it also got a bit delayed, because we wanted it our way. So there were designs which are passed and again changed to some extent. So it was also a challenge where we had to source most of the things from outside. So I would say, if any developer wants to build such a project, then they should actually come and talk to us about it.
You'll be able to give them a few tips.
A few tips, yeah.
Let's see the building.
Yeah, so you see this is the entire reception area. That's the entry for the, that one lift will bring all the people coming from the car park to this level only. That lift cannot be accessed on top. All the lifts which will go on top are accessed from here.
That's how you give them the card.
Yes, so they come from here. That's the reception table. They will register here. Unless and until you have got ID and a phone, you can't register yourself, because the code will come on your phone. Only then your visitor's pass can be given to you. So anybody who is not coming, has forgotten his phone, he has to go back. So basically he comes here, registers here, then he takes the card, and from this is a hand access control. From here he accesses, and only when the card is issued from there, this will open and he can go beyond. Wow. Yeah, so please.
Asante.
Here the customer comes, and this you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high-speed elevators which can take you to the 34th floor in a fraction, maybe 20 seconds is what I assume will be there. So very high-speed elevators we have designed for the office, so there is no inconvenience for anybody, and there are 5 lifts which you can see. So you come from here, and now let me show you the amenities. This is a place for the restaurant, where there is going to be a cafeteria as well as a restaurant.
Are you looking for a tenant for that?
Yes, of course, and we have already almost finalized. We are in talks with 2 people. Let's see how things go about, but we have already in talks with them. Then if you see, this is the gents changing room, the ladies changing room. There is going to be a sauna and very high-end finishing in that, which is already designed. Then as we proceed now, here you can see the gym for all the people who are going, like a person who wants to work out. After a very hectic day, he can just come here and just work out and get his stress out before he goes home and enjoys with his family. So after a fantastic workout, like maybe his light workout or heavy workout, now he must have sweated out, and he can't go home. So we have designed this for him, where it's a very it's a heated pool, and he can take a nice swim, a refreshing swim, and from here on he can take a shower and go home afresh to be with his family.
Located in the new, well-connected business district of Nairobi, Upper Hill, Prism Towers stands out to be the most unique business tower. This development consists of 33 floors of both office space and a parking lot. Features include office sizes from medium to large spaces, giving you a wide range of options to choose from. Offices from 6th floor upwards, ensuring a stunning view of the city and minimal noise disturbance. The large windows make the most of the available natural light, designer lobbies, and reception area. Social amenities include security cabin at entry and exit of the complex, backup power system, generator, fire alarm system, 5 levels of parking offering ample parking space for you, your clients and colleagues without the hassle of finding a parking lot, emergency lighting system, swimming pool and gym, jogging track around the building, restaurant with outdoor and indoor seating, rainwater harvesting systems that ensure that our precious natural resources are conserved and reused to keep the surrounding landscape lush and green.
Congratulations, Vinay.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate whatever you are doing for us. Thank you so much.
A job well done.
Thank you so much.
Prism Towers, a landmark providing all the needs of an office space. Next, Nacho Plaza.
Nacho Plaza is a modern office tower of 19 stories consisting of 6 parking floors and 10 office floors. It is in an excellent location in the prime area of Upper Hill, which has now become a financial hub in Kenya and East Africa. Other features available include ground floor banking hall, 6 floors of secured parking space, conference facilities, standby generator, provision for air conditioning, good view of Mombasa Road and CBD, ample natural lighting, CCTV cameras for security, high-speed lifts, fire alarm systems in common areas.
Let's start at the basic level. Define riparian land reserve.
Well, riparian is by definition and the very dynamic and complex ecosystem around a watercourse. The watercourse either being a stream, a river of whatever size, and even oceans and lakes. So it comprises of the plants, animals and non-living matter that form that boundary between the land and the water.
Let's start with developers who have built on the riparian land. And of course, there are so many regulatory bodies before you do a development that gives you clearance. How did we get where we are?
Yeah. Nancy, the real problem in our country is a culture of impunity. It's not for lack of laws. It's not for lack of bodies that are there to govern and ensure that these reserves are protected. It's really a culture of impunity from the top all the way to the bottom, in terms of the government agency, in terms of the developers, in terms of professionals, and really there are so many processes and regulations, so it's very shocking that we got to this point. You've got NEMA, you've got the county government, we've got water regulatory authority that all govern different aspects in terms of who and what can come up on riparian land. Yeah.
I don't understand how we got here. Because if we are governed by so many bodies, who missed the box? And how did we see? Now, I can't even wrap my mind around how many developers that have borrowed money, tenants that have invested in those projects, banks that are holding title deeds. What next?
Well, like I said before, corruption is our biggest problem as a country, and not all developers are innocent. In fact, majority are not. They're very much aware of, even if we did not know these definitions, by the time you're a developer of a certain scale, you have a hunch of what should or should not come up next to a river bank. So I wouldn't say that everybody's innocent. Yes, a lot of third party and third generation owners are innocent. Some may not have known, but really in most of the cases, I think, Nancy, people knew what they were doing. whether it is at the government or the first developer who put up that land. But even as we, as government, and many of us like our association support government in upholding the law and ensuring that riparian reserve is protected, there must be a humane face to this process in terms of and understanding that there are people who've lost their investments and they're totally
huge
devastated,
investments,
and totally devastated, some who are innocent. So yes, they're the two sides of the coin that we cannot run away from.
As an architect and as the chair of AAK, what advice would you give us going forward, and what should we do today to protect the people who didn't know and who today are caught up in a project they bought or they inherited? It's on their riparian land. There's a heavy investment that has gone into it. What would you advise them?
As an association, we have been very deliberate in terms of public awareness. What I think the government has failed us is in ensuring this information is out there in public. There are many people who had never heard of the word riparian until 1 week ago. There are very many people who don't understand the whole process of getting approval. And the onus is on government to educate Mwananchi on what it takes to put up a building. We as an association can do our part, but I really think the bulk of this is on governments. And even when these buildings were coming up, what I've been asking is, where was government? It's good that they're taking action now, but it's a bit, unfortunate that they waited for buildings to come up, for a lot of damage to be done, even to the riparian itself, before they took action. I wish they'd taken this action when people had started digging their foundations. That would make more sense. So I think for us as an association is to encourage, first of all, government, and even us as private sector and as people who...
And professionals.
To educate, first of all, even our own members. You'd be surprised that not many people are, not only common Mwananchi, but even our own members, be it engineers, planners, and architects, still do not have clarity in some cases in terms of what is allowed and what is not allowed.
According to the government, what is allowed?
Yes. Now there are various acts, almost 6, that govern riparian land. We've got MCA, which brought NEMA into being. We've got the Water Act 2016. We've got Agriculture Act, and many others that talk about riparian land. Now all these have different definitions, different ways of measuring, which has brought a lot of the ambiguity also, and there needs to be some clarity. Even with this whole wave, there needs to be some clarity in that regard, and a harmonizing of this. I'm happy to note that the government has launched what they call the National Land Use Policy, which will help to see that some of these definitions are very clear. So as we speak, there are definitions, but I can give you very many, whether it's according to NEMA, which says that a minimum of 6 meters from the watercourse to a maximum of 30 meters. Some will just speak about the 30 meters and not talk about the minimums. Some have different minimums. So as we speak, there's a lot out there.
So who should I blame? If you're telling me it's 6 meters or 30 meters and I built 6 meters and I've left another 7 meters, who should I blame?
Well, government, when you're putting up your building and you're given approval, government's role is actually to tell you, no, you cannot put up on this land. But like I said, many of the developers were probably told no. In some of those cases, they knew very well. The cases we've had and were things that were even in public domain. That's on a river. That's on a riverbed. Yes. It was known. So the fault may be governments, but also on the part. There's no innocent party in a lot of this. There's no innocent party. The developers knew what they were doing. They were colluding with government agencies to do what they were doing. So unfortunate as it may be, a lot of this was known.
And perhaps that's why the president is saying even the people who give the approvals will be held responsible.
Yes.
Because if everybody knew and everybody shortchanged everybody.
Yes. I think that's fundamental, that the people must be held to account, and persons as it were. Otherwise this will continue. If I can always hide under the umbrella of NEMA did this and I do not take personal liability for what I've done, then the culture of impunity will continue. So I'm not only waiting to see whether people will be prosecuted, but even to date, with all the cases we've had in built environment of rogue developers, buildings collapsing, I think it has been 20 years of building collapsing and fatalities and the like. I'm still yet to see even one person, going through the whole judicial process and being convicted for omissions and negligence, as it were. So I'm skeptical that whether we'll see the wheels of justice turn and take effect. But I'll be optimistic and wait and see.
The accessory spot with locally made high quality modern indoor and outdoor furniture. Let's see more.
Here in Mobile Casa, we deal with all sorts of wooden furnitures, including beds, dining tables, bedside cabinets, dressing tables, console tables, coffee tables, study desks, wooden sofas, bookshelves, wine tables, breakfast tables, bar stools. We also do interior decors. We do wall hangings. We also do wooden patterns for the walls. We do fittings like doors, frames, wooden stairs, wooden floors, and also wooden balconies. We sell ready-made furnitures, but if you have your own specifications, we do that. Our pricing are affordable. We offer transport that is free. We also do those after-sale services, like after like a year, we do repolishing at a small cost. Then the furniture all becomes new. Our target market is middle and upper class. Yeah, we do unique furniture, hardwood furniture you will not get with many people. So once you put in your house will always look unique. Our theme is African. We decided to go African because people were used to these classic furnitures, and sometimes it gets boring. But with our furniture, their furniture you will stay without getting bored. And the unique part of it also is that all the furniture is handmade. All the carvings we do by hand, and there's no polish. Our furniture can't burn. Once you put maybe something hot, it will remain like that. It can't burn. We use hardwood because first, it will last long. Second, it's beautiful. The natural grains of the wood makes any particular piece beautiful. Still, we do upholstered furniture using different types of fabrics, but we normally use earth colors to match our African styles. Our main raw material is timber, which we import it from Congo, because there is the only place you will get hardwood. We use skilled carpenters who make these things from scratch. We have offered job opportunities to carpenters with physical challenges, and they have turned out to be very, very good.
You can get the furniture you want, custom made to your taste. We're taking a short break. Still ahead, Telkom and tips from different homeowners on their experiences. Don't go away, we'll be right back after the break.
We serve about 50,000 customers in our 52 centers nationwide. With the sensitive, large data we handle every day, we've got to work with a partner that provides security for that data. The Telkom Enterprise provides the secure links to connect our Huduma centers, the ministries, departments, and agencies with which we integrate to our data centers. Only Telkom Enterprise has the capability we need to provide efficient services countrywide. Telkom Enterprise puts the enter in enterprise.
Telkom Enterprise, enhancing business growth.
Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Telkom is connecting all major cities across the country. Let's see some of the cities connected today.
The retail section is a segment in part of the distribution that ensures that we've got a touch point in every part of the country. And we ensure that we have presence where customers can actually reach us anytime they need support or customer care services. And on top of that also we provide products and services such as airtime, we sell data, mobile devices, and also we bring on board new customers. If you want to get in touch with Telkom, let's say you've got a problem that you want to talk to Telkom, where do you go? You actually have to go to a Telkom shop, and that's how we support the engagement between Telkom and the customers. We are the interface between the company Telkom and the customer. Telkom is geared towards getting closer to the customers. We have positioned ourselves to be the operator of choice for the youth, and we would like actually to make sure that every corner you turn where the youth of this country are, we have a representation, or we have retail outlet. So Telkom, over the past few months, I would say since January, has embarked on a journey to put up new shops in the metros, that's in the cities, and also in upcountry big towns like Eldoret, Kisumu, we've done Mombasa, and the plan is actually to make sure that every high density area is well covered. Also in areas where we have also malls coming up, we also are part of that. And our plan is actually to ensure that we've covered each and every part of this country, all counties represented, and we want to make sure that customers are happy and have the services as close to them as possible. One of the most exciting products that Telkom offers, and that's why we endear ourselves to the youth, is data. And we've invested a lot in terms of data. Being the provider of the backhaul of the fiber network in this country, we are actually the champions to ensure that we've got affordable data in this country. We've upgraded our network to 4G, and most of the major towns and counties now enjoy the services of 4G. So data is one of our key products that we provide as a company. And also recently we've launched now a mobile financial platform, which is the best platform I think this country now has. And we are now able to have our customers now send money freely to their friends, to their family. They can now deposit money for other use, like buying airtime or even paying for their utility bills. So we have two major products that we've launched. And on top of that, we are also an innovative brand. We've launched also postpaid services. We have the best offering in the market. This is network of the future. We actually would encourage any customer, any Telkom customer, and even anyone who is interested in joining this network to actually visit our stores. We've got also store locators on the website, www.telkom.co.ke. Then you would be able actually to locate our stores. So you can visit the store that is convenient to you, nearest to your home. And this is a place where we actually be able to sort all your telecom queries. Might it be a postpaid, prepaid, or landline issues that you are facing as a company or as an individual, then we are there ready for you to serve you. So we have well-trained, well-equipped agents in our shops that are ready to assist you at any time, and you're welcome. I would encourage you to come. We have a lot to offer.
Everyone is getting connected. Visit any of the Telkom outlets countrywide and get started. On our home ownership segment today, we look back at some of the tips shared on this platform. Let's listen in.
Do not hesitate. That's the advice that I would give to myself at 30-something years. Do not hesitate. Go for it, because time is money. And the longer you wait, it'll cost you in some way, shape or form, whether it's in interest rates, whether it's in a higher cost, whether it's, just inflation. Things change. So get on, do it today. Pick up the phone, sign it. Because usually I find a lot of people say, I'll wait for the market to change. I'll wait for things to come down. I wait for the bubble to burst. We've been waiting for that bubble to burst for a while now, haven't we?
And the bubble hasn't begun.
And it hasn't, yeah. So the question I have is, if you had gotten in, say 3 years ago at a property that was worth, say 40 million then, now you're probably looking at the same thing, 70, 80. And, so do not wait. Get on with it. Providence, financial planning, sacrifice, and making a plan. You can always make a plan. So my parting shot, Nancy, is the following. I saw this quote on Facebook yesterday, and it's a quote from Iman. She sends out words of wisdom. Iman does. Start now. Start where you are. Start with fear. Start with pain. Start with doubt. Start with hands shaking. Start with voice trembling. But start. Start and don't stop. Start where you are. With what you have, just start.
Wow.
One of the things that I have to admit is that as much as it sounds that it was very fast, I took my time. At one point, I had said this market was going crazy on the pricing, and so we had vowed we would never buy a house in Kenya at that price, because in other places you can actually buy a block of flats at the same price. So we said, it took time. We took about a year or so of testing and saying, do we do it, do we not? You would read newspapers and say, if you go in this area, you do get a return on your investment. And so we said, okay, let's now focus.
So study the market.
Study the market. Ensure that you will not be, you will not regret. Because we do have people who regret. You go to a far-flung area, your lifestyle adjusts so much, you begin to resent this space. So you find yourself letting the space out or the house out so that you can go back to where you felt your heart wanted. And so do your homework, take time. No one is rushing you. Most of the time, developers are also, hoping you'll come back their way.
Yes.
It's never a rush. It's never a rush. If you find a sale or anything, you can always get a better deal.
Yes.
And so do your homework, compare, make sure that everything checks out. For me, key was children not having to sleep on the road in the morning or sleep on the road on the evening. They leave when the sun is shining. They come back when the sun is shining. So that was key for me. I was happy not to frustrate other people in the family just because of where I wanted to live. I have to admit the conveyancing is the challenge in Kenya. It took a while. It takes a lot of personal effort to follow through on the legal aspects and ensure that someone is taking care of your business, because many other people are using the same people, the same lawyer.
Every Sunday on this segment, we share insights on how you too can begin and save the cost of your home ownership journey. Next, the property gallery with investment deals available in the market.
Office space to let, Gatondo Crescent, Kileleshwa. This 4-bedroom space is set on 0.8 acres. Located in a serene and secure area, this space is suitable for a law firm, advertising or film production office, or even a medical center. Features include large split reception area which gives one a lot of space to set up reception desk and a waiting lounge, kitchen which provides a great layout of ample built-in cabinets. The rooms are also fitted with cupboards providing sufficient storage where files or equipment can be stored. Detached, self-contained quarters and garage, spacious parking area which is suitable for clients without the hassle of looking for where to park. Located in the heart of Kileleshwa on Oloitoktok Road, King's Pearl Residency is a fully furnished 3- and 4-bedroom apartment only 10 minutes drive from the CBD and Westlands and 5 minutes from Yaya Center. Accommodation features include spacious living room, dining area, balcony, open-plan kitchen, Dobby area, 3 bedrooms ensuite, spacious master ensuite bedroom with walk-in closet, ensuite DSQ with independent access from main lobby. Salient features include 24-hour manned gate, perimeter wall, electric fence, CCTV cameras, Cabro paved driveway, ample parking space, 2 separate elevators, 3-phase water lines with individual meters, generator for backup lighting, banquet or party halls to entertain guests or hold meetings, indoor swimming pool, fully fitted gym, children's play areas, 20-seater mini theater, sauna and lounge spaces. Barini Apartments are located in Kilimani off Owings Kodek Road, 5 minutes from Yaya Center and 10 minutes from the CBD. Schools in close proximity include Kilimani Primary School, French School and Kavina School. Hospitals within the vicinity include the Nairobi Women's Hospital and the Nairobi Hospital. The apartments are nestled in close proximity to malls, business centers, and also 5 minutes away from Kilimani Police Station. Barini Apartments is an exclusive residential development located in Kilimani. The project consists of 24 3-bedroom apartments and 24 4-bedroom duplexes, all en suite. This project has an ease of access to Hallingham, Gong Road, Lavington and City Centre. Accommodation features include fully furnished apartments, spacious lounge opening up to the balcony, separate dining area, open modular kitchen with quartz stone platform, kitchen pantry, Dobby area, bathroom with Turkish accessories and Italian design sanitary ware. The salient features include intercom system, CCTV in common areas, perimeter wall with electric fencing, swimming pool, gym, 2 parking slots per unit, high-speed elevators, multi-purpose community hall, Cabro surface driveways and parking bays, children's playground, borehole facility, solar water heaters, and backup generator for common areas.
Avenue, we manage all aspects of property, from buying, letting, and insights on the topical issues in the built environment. That's it for today, and thank you for watching The Property Show. Next week, we'll share highlights on our just concluded signature bus tour. Let's keep talking on our social media platforms. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.